In this video we're going to deal with the outhaul. But before explaining the outhaul, let's first look at the sail and its anatomy. The front part is the luff. It's slightly rounded because it has to follow the mast's curvature. The second part is the leech. That's where the wind escapes the sail. And the lower part, of course, the foot. Then way up high, just before the sail meets the masthead, we have the roach. That's that little curvature on top. The top part of the sail where the halyard pulls the sail is the head. On the bottom by the boom we have the tack. And in the rear we have the clew. This is important. That's where the outhaul will attach. So let's look at our sail again. The sail is composed by several panels. That's just those horizontal lines. There are several shapes, but they all serve the same purpose, to create a curvature in the sail. How does the sail get its shape? Well, the sail maker cuts the panels into rounded surfaces, and when they all get stitched together, the sail assumes a natural curvature. We normally refer to it as draft. Draft, that curvature, is what creates lift. The more draft, the more lift, and the less draft, the less lift. That's the function of the outhaul, to stretch your sail to increase or decrease draft. The outhaul is nothing more than a line that pulls the clew along the boom towards its end, allowing us to control draft. The outhaul will only control the lower 1/3 of your sail. The upper 2/3 will be controlled by the backstay. So now let's look at some real footage. We're going to move our clew all the way to the bottom of the boom. Remember, it will only control the lower 1/3 of your sail. Up there you have to rely on your backstay. So now let's pull your clew to the back. We'll winch it so that we can move it slowly, and as you can see, the clew will start moving backwards. If you follow that white line there, that's what's attaching the clew to the boom on this boat, you can see that it starts to move backwards. What we're doing by pulling it backwards is we're flattening the lower part of the sail. We're reducing camber or reducing draft on the lower part of your sail. We keep pulling, and it's a good idea to mark your boom so you know where you have to stop. As you can see, the sail is pretty flat. It's actually starting to have some horizontal wrinkles. Here's another view of a flattened sail. Shows also the curvature of your mast. So now let's release your outhaul, and you will see that the clew will move forward. Because it moves forward, it helps increase our draft. Clew is forward now, and as you can see, the draft is excessively exaggerated in this video, but just shows you how the draft can be controlled with the outhaul. Remember, the outhaul will only control draft in the lower 1/3 of your mainsail. The upper 2/3 you have to rely on your backstay. So how do we use our outhauls? Well, it's simple. In light winds, it should be used as much as possible. In moderate winds, it should be set at half travel. You should put a scale in your boom and find out at moderate winds what would be the correct outhaul for your boat. And in heavy winds, it should be as tight and pulled as possible to flatten the main. Be careful. You overdo it, you probably overstretch your sail or damage it, so be careful with the outhaul. However, in very, very light winds, it should be adjusted so that the draft is not exaggerated, as excessive camber will create added drag, and the added drag will eventually slow you down more than help you. So if the winds are very light or below 2-3 knots, you should probably tension a little bit on your outhaul to reduce camber or draft and help your sails be a little bit more aerodynamic. So that's it. That's what the outhaul does. Just a fancy name for a line that stretches your sail backwards and flattens it and reduces camber and reduces lift. In strong winds, that added lift will heal your boat more than you want, so outhaul is a nice control on a sail. Please go on your boat and try different outhaul configurations in different winds and practice and make marks on your boom and in your outhauls, and you will get some good results. Good luck.